So what we've got here is a bit of the fan site stuff you can find for Life on Mars. This is the fan lore website, which is kind of like a wiki, I guess, that allows people to, what is a wiki? That allows people to find out information about different shows. If you go back here, you'll probably find there's lots of different kinds of materials you can look at. I don't know. So what we're going to look at here are some examples of fan websites. This of course relates to Clay Shirky and Henry Jenkins and their theories. So this is the fan lore website. This is a wiki that has got different entries for different kinds of shows. This one's for Life on Mars. As you can see, it's got a bit of a synopsis around it. But it's got a worldwide fan base. It says Australia, the US, Canada, Germany, Italy and Spain, not to mention the various remakes. One's just been commissioned for China, that's set in the 1990s. And of course we've got your Ashes to Ashes spin-off as well. Talks about Life on Mars, the Bowie song there, but this is more interesting. This Life on Mars fandom is a fair amount of fanish episode recaps and conversations. It's a small fiction fandom with Het, Jen and Slash. Slash, I'm assuming, is the sort of like that's the gay sex bit basically. Het, not entirely sure what that is. Let's look it up. Heterosexual romantic fiction. Figured it would be. And what's the other one? Jen. What's that? The label for fan work that contains no romantic or sexual content. For general audiences, in other words. Well, there you go. And Slashlit. Type of fan work in which two or more characters of the same sex or gender replace sexual or romantic situations with another. Usually homoerotic, at least. Shipping is another thing where you get two characters or more characters that aren't in a relationship in the show, whatever it is, actually being put into relationships. The first community for Life on Mars UK was Life in 1973. Initial post January 24th, 2006. Then we've got the Railway Arms, which is now a Twitter account. That started as a post in Life in 73. Both communities are still very active. Life in 1973 has always been the more fanfic oriented of the two, but meta stories and general discussions are welcome at both. Due to the small nature of the fandom, Life in 1973 acts as both fanfic posting site and general notice board on Live Journal. However, other comms have been created over time to fill niche fandom needs, such as discussion of music or writing on era research. Possibly what we've got here is this, what do we mean by wank? Let's look that up. Presumably a synonym for masturbation, obviously, rubbish on nonsense. Well, fair enough, that's what context they're using it. So in this case they're talking about the fact that in a lot of these fan sites they can get very bitchy and be very argumentative and challenging stuff. The only real challenge the fandom ever faced was the airing of the finale, episode 28. Episode 2.08. They don't have names. So the resolution of Sam Tyler's situation resulted in a strong but minor outcry and backlash, representing mostly the LJ-Com jumping off. However, the salute situation was notable for not resulting in a fandom split, and while 2.08 deniers, it's interesting they've got a name that tells you everything about fan cultures, are still as vocal in their varied displeasure with the final episode, their opinions are tolerated and accepted in the larger community. Some newer fans have expressed unhappiness with the fact such disagreements exist at all, and a few have even left the fandom. However, on the whole, the difference in opinion with the fandom will be negative impact. Shipping, Gene and Sam, that's your Slashlit, obviously. I don't imagine there's an awful lot of it, to be perfectly honest. For Het shipping, you've got Sam and Annie, was the obvious one, because they're like meant to be You know, they're sort of like a will they, won't they kind of flirtation all the way through the series. Very little in the way of femme slash, because there's only one real main female character. Fan fiction has been assumed the majority of fan fiction of the Life on Mars UK focus on the slash relationship between Sam and Jean. This is very common in fan fiction. It goes back to Kirk and Spock in the original slash lit. Then you've got buddy cop stories between Jean and Sam, etc., things like that. So, this is good. In Life on Mars, fandom ratings for fan fiction are often expressed in four core tiers of different colours: white, green, blue, brown, and red. Quite interesting. Lots of examples of fan fiction here. Various videos that people have done. Audio mashups, things like that. All sorts of collections here. Various different communities. Look, this is the Railway Arms Twitter account, which nowadays is largely full of what are the cast up to nowadays posts. Keely Hawes, obviously, who's been in the Bodyguard lately. She was the star of Ashes to Ashes. So that's the spin-off, remember? The sequel. So loads of stuff on there. When was his last post? Well, yesterday. So still going quite strongly. Again, this is a website largely devoted. This is the Life in 1973 live journal. It's a message board, obviously. It's a fan community. Again, we've got a lot of fan fiction like Tilting at the Wind. This is a Maya Sam shipping story. As you can see, look, these categories FM. That's not going to be female, male, obviously. Yeah. Character Sam Maya. 1,500 words long, roughly 1490. So, just a little story. This is a fan site, not a very good fan site, hardly anything on it, to be perfectly honest. But you know, it gives you some very basic. I mean, this looks like it was designed in the 1990s. This is so outdated looking. Don't want to spend much time on that, it's just too awful to look at. Here we've got some examples of fan art from the show. This is obviously Pinterest. Various memes, for example. And what have we got here? Again, more fan art, basically. Showing you the kind of things that people will create. These little badges, at least. This anime kind of thing is very, very popular. So, it's what people with too much time on their hands spend their time doing. So, obviously all links nicely to Henry Jenkins and Clay Shirky's theories.